I've been doing a lot of thinking about the Apefather brand. Basically, what I want to be known for is large portions. That's the key, All my life, like I love going to Harold's, Harold's. What's up, Tommy? Matter of fact, I am live. He's like, go live. I'm here, brother. Yeah, I always go to Harold's and I get the big, gigantic, brisket of beef, pastrami, corned beef sandwiches, and I've always been very impressed with like large like meals. Let's go F and DWAC, absolutely, man. We're gonna talk a lot about DWAC. March 22nd, hopefully the merger will go through, and then this thing is gonna go to the high heavens, man. The high big time. It's all a step by step process. All a step by step process. We need the merger to go through. Yeah, man, absolutely. Good luck with all of that, Tommy. Pot stocks, that's some good stuff. Oil stocks, whatever. You just gotta, you gotta do what's best for you, brother. Me right now, my focus is basically real estate. Detective Pikachu doesn't understand. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not involved in oil. I wish you the best of luck with that, though. My thing is I'm putting together money. I'm saving up a lot of cheddar. I'm saving up my money. I decided I'm getting involved. Final decision here at strip malls, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because I've been doing some thinking. I want to build the Ape Father brand. But I say to myself, how am I going to build the Ape Father brand? Like realistically, residential, it's not going to work. Nobody's going to want to live in a development called Ape Father, right? I mean, I wouldn't even want to live in a development. Imagine like you're sending Christmas cards to people and your address is Ape Father Boulevard, whoever. Ape Father, I don't think is going to work as a residential thing. But where I feel it's going to work is large food. You know how like I go out to like Burger King and I get the 10 patty Whoppers. I when I do my barbecues, I do the Ape Father special, which is I do like a patty. I throw two hot dogs on the patty, little cheese, little mayonnaise. I call it the Ape Father special. Well, I was thinking to myself, we should have like a menu. Check this out, right? Where you can have all different like levels. Like level one, you got like one patty, right? Hamburger patty, one hot dog. Level two, two patties, two hot dogs. Level three, three patties, three hot dogs, right? Level four, four patties, four hot dogs. You see how you're starting to catch on. Level five, five patties, five hot dogs. You can make like a tower all the way to 10 patties or more. Same thing with chicken sandwiches. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna have like steak yet. I think at first I'm gonna keep it simple. I think for the first one I'm gonna just do maybe hamburgers, hot dogs, and like chicken sandwiches and maybe large shakes. Maybe just for the first one to keep it simple. Just to keep it simple, large friggin' milkshakes, large friggin' sodas, large everything large. Large fries, gigantic everything. But in other words, people could choose. Let me read here. Your DWAC average is 65. Okay. Well, hey, Tommy, DWAC went all the way to 60. You were right there. You know what I mean? And we've only just begun, Tommy. The merger didn't happen yet. Trump is on his way to be the 47th president. Haley's out. Trump's the presumptive nominee. He's the nominee. He's already up in so many polls with Biden. I don't buy subscribers, Detective Pikachu. I don't buy subscribers. I don't know. My videos are boring, but why are you here? I don't get it. If you don't like me, I don't know why you're here. Um, anyway, getting back, the big thing with me, Tommy, I'm heading into real estate. By the end of this year, I will 100% have a strip mall. I was thinking about, look, I know my ideas, they vary. They vary, they change because I think about it. Originally, I'll say to myself, Ape Father, like casino. That was the idea. And I'm not saying no, but I'm not really sure. See, like people look at me and they see like a gavone. They see a guy who likes to eat. Everybody knows my whole life. Everybody says, "Hey, father, you eat too much food. You eat a lot of food. Everything is a lot of food, not a little food, a lot of food." And I actually think that's something that fits me well, like large, gigantic portions. Like I said, people seem to be very impressed with the 10 patty, the 15 patty. Even on TikTok, one of my TikTok videos got a tremendous amount of views with my large patty burgers and all of that. So I really think that's where I'm going to be heading. But the thing is that I would never want to lease a space. This is what I always preach. I always preach to people. I don't believe in leasing. I believe in owning real estate. So I said to myself, what's the best thing to do where I can get passive income? Because I want to get passive income. What's the best way to do it? Ready? Strip mall. I was thinking about it for the last few days. Strip mall is the answer. Buy a strip mall. One unit could be dedicated to like the Apefather, gigantic friggin' burgers, gigantic chicken sandwiches, even hot dogs, by the way. I want to get these big, gigantic buns where you can fit like 10 hot dogs. 10 hot dogs on one bun. So again, I want you to say it doesn't mean that you always have to get large food. You can get a wimp in there. You could get a wimp in there who'll just get a single friggin' hot dog, or they could get a single burger, or they could get a single chicken sandwich. But you want to give the option. You understand? You want to give the option to the big eaters, who want to get like 10 hot dogs on one friggin' bun and eat that shit. That would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a great business. So what are the businesses in the strip mall? It's going to be the Apefather business. The rest of it, I rent it out. I make passive income. I'm making all of this happen very soon. I'm going to work very hard. Right now, Apefather's got to become really big on YouTube. That's the key here. I got to keep working hard. I got to keep doing live streams. I got to keep doing videos. I got to work really, really hard. I got to get up to, the goal is really 1 trillion views. But at this point, if I could get a billion or a couple of billion views, I'd be very happy. I'm speaking about big dreams, Swamp Nil, big dreams. Okay, first of all, I'm the Apefather. Okay, you should watch some of my videos. Like do searches. Apefather eats 15 patty Whopper at Burger King. Okay, you should look it up. I eat these gigantic freaking sandwiches. You understand? I had a 20 patty Big Mac. You understand? All of this is leading to a brand idea I have. A brand idea for Apefather, which is basically monster burgers, where, okay, you're going to have people who are wimps. You're going to have people who are wimps. They're going to come down, they're going to get a single burger. But I want to give people the opportunity to throw hot dogs on that burger, 2 patties, 3 patties, 4 patties, 5 patties, 10 patties. This is all going to be part of this is a dream of mine to buy a strip mall, get passive income, but I want to have one of those businesses. I want to start the brand. Now, 8Fall is eventually going to become a national brand. It's going to be all over the country. I want to be known for large, large food. That's the key. And another thing I'm going to do down the line is I'm going to have food challenges. Okay, this is going to happen too. I started it, but I didn't continue it. I want to get back into, it was an idea I had, how much, how far. I want to get back into like having people try to eat these burgers, and then pay them money if they can complete it, give them like a cash gift. I'm going to start, all of this is going to be happening really soon. But, it's just basically about a guy who loves to eat. And I love real estate. I'm doing really well with that right now. My house is up about 300K. And, I have a lot of money saved. This guy Vladimir Pussy doesn't understand. All of this is happening. Vladimir, but listen, just keep watching me, brother. I'm growing. You have no patience, brother. You have no patience. By the end of this year, you're going to see all of these projects happen. You're going to see it, Vladimir. Okay, you're going to see it. And you know what's great about another thing about strip malls is that I don't mind if people know the location. You know what I mean? I kind of hate it with residential because you people are all psychopaths. Forget DoorDash, forget all that shit. But with strip malls, this is something I could actually publicize. I would have no, because it's public. I would have no, if I buy a strip mall, in other words, I would have no problem making YouTube videos on it. I'll show everybody all the strip malls, everything, and this way you can all see what I accomplish. I think everybody has different luck written by God. God helps those who helps themselves, brother. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't really believe that. I believe that God helps those who helps themselves. I don't think that God already has your faith in your destiny written. You know, I mean, I know I heard of the divine plan. I understand that, but I also believe that God helps those who helps themselves. I mean, listen, we don't know what's real or false. I mean, you have your opinion, I have my opinion. Only God knows. You know, what I mean, only God knows what's real. You know, what I mean, that's the bottom line. I'm not God, so I'm not going to speak for God because I'm not God. I don't think you're God either. You know, only God knows His own divine plan, brother. Right? Wouldn't you agree? This guy said that now he's going to change your plan to me. You will never own a strip mall. It's all going to happen, brother. It's all going to happen really soon. Apefather is starting a brand that will start nationwide and eventually it will become worldwide. I do believe in God. Yes, I'm a Catholic. I do believe in God. Yes. I believe very much in God. God is good. Hmm. There's no scam here, brother. I'm not asking for any money. I'm going to work and do it all myself. Well, look, I don't really want to get into religion here. You know, all I can tell you is that I, I find people who are atheists funny, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I don't really want to get into religion, but how do you explain, the universe? How do you explain, like you look into the ocean, you see a big great white shark? Who created it? You know what I mean, you look at all these things. You look at a friggin' a tarantula, a friggin' spider, right? Who created that tarantula? So there has to be some superior being. Would you not agree? That created the sun, that created all these different planets, that created all these different galaxies and everything out there. This is not something a human being, you follow me, could do. Because I got to get 1 trillion views. Listen, you want to know what this guy doesn't understand? Who cares? Listen, who cares? Okay. You have a goal in life. Okay. The first thing you have to have when you have a goal is a way to get to that goal. Like, in other words, you said, why haven't I opened yet? Because I haven't reached my goal. I have to reach at least couple of billion views, a couple of billion. Okay. Preferably about 5 billion plus views. I got to get a lot of, okay, I want to get, my ultimate goal is 1 trillion views. But in other words, this idea will remain on standstill. It's not going to happen until I get the views. You follow me? I mean, right now I have my own life set up. I have a house. I have money that comes in every month. I survive. I pay all my bills. I got a beautiful in-ground pool. I got a beautiful backyard. I'm living a good life. This is now the next step of my journey of my life. This is the next step. In other words, most people in my life right now, the life I live, they would be satisfied. They would be satisfied. I have a beautiful $600,000 house, $75,000 in-ground pool, $15,000 a month monthly income. I do whatever I want. I pay all my bills. I eat. I survive very well. Most people, they would call it quits. They would say, "Look, I have a great life. I'm satisfied," right? And they wouldn't want any more. They would inspire for nothing else. In other words, I have a great life. I have a family. I have 2 children. I have a beautiful wife, 2 dogs. I got the American dream. I got it. Okay. But now I'm looking to get to what's called the next level of success. This is what people like Vladimir Pussy doesn't understand. Who cares? I want to get to the next level. Okay. And it's not something you snap your fingers and it happens. It's something you have to work towards. It's something you have to work very hard for. My pool is $75,000. Who cares? My pool is $75,000 to have a pool like I have. $75,000. Listen, it's very simple. You don't have to believe me. Call up pool companies. Call up pool companies and you'll find out how much in-ground pools are. If you think that you could have a $7,000 in-ground pool the size of my pool, okay, you prove it. You prove it, okay? You prove it. $75,000 is my in-ground pool. You're dreaming. You're a psychopath lunatic Okay, if you think you could have the size of my in-ground pool for $7,000. What's up, Crypto Sniper? You guys are lunatics. All right, whatever. Look, I'm not gonna argue with you. Who cares? You're talking crazy again. This is just psycho talk. You know, you can't get a pool that I have, an in-ground swimming pool, the size that I have, for anything less than about minimum. I'm going to say minimum about 50 to 75,000. Okay, and that's just the bottom line. So you could keep talking like a psycho. If it makes you feel happy, you could do that, but just it's not realistic and it's not real. Vladimir, I don't understand why you can't understand this. Listen to me. We're not in a rush here. We're not. I know you think I do have a son. Yes, I have a daughter and a son. We don't. This is not a rush. Okay, I want it to happen in a year. I'm shooting for it. I'm shooting by the end of this year. But what you don't understand, Vladimir, is that this is called life achievement goals. My son is 13. My daughter is 10. Okay, these are lifetime achievement goals. Lifetime achievement goals. It's like I feel like this guy's like rushing me. Like I have to do everything like right now. I'm doing very well with views. Who cares? I don't know if you know this. I just reached over 12.2 million views. All right. I'm approaching Louis. Okay. Before you know it, I'm gonna pass Lou. There was a time where Lou had over 6 or 7 million more views than me. It's now under 4 million. Lou has under 4 million more views than me. So I'm catching up to Lou very quickly, and I feel I'm gonna pass him probably very soon. Probably within about a month, I'll pass Lou, if not even sooner. If not even sooner. Probably within about a month. I'd say my daughter is 10 years old. She's 10 years old, my daughter. Sophia. Mike, Iron Mike is 13. So it's very simple. Okay, it's very, very simple. All I got to do is continuously do a lot of live streams, continuously do a lot of videos, and before you know it, Vladimir, before you know it, Detective Pikachu and all these haters, you're gonna see Apefather climb in views. It's really, it's not. This isn't rocket science. Listen, this isn't rocket science. You don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud. You don't have to be, Elon Musk to understand this. It's called work ethic. It's called hard work. Now, Vladimir is trying to prove to everyone I don't work hard. This is what Vladimir says. I don't work hard. I have no work ethic, despite the fact that I'm killing it. I have over 30,000 videos uploaded. I believe it's getting close now to 31,000. We gotta continue to work hard for that. Yeah, Vladimir is my biggest critic. Yeah, he is. Um, Look, Pat, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, Pat. Here's my current financial situation. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it completely real. If I wanted to, if I wanted to, I could probably get about $1 million right now. But you see, this is money that my wife has decided. She really made the decision. She doesn't want me to risk it in anything. We had a major loss, my family, with AMC, Pat. We had a major loss. It was like about over a $200,000 loss. So there's certain money that we have right now, and the wife really just wants it, to remain in trust for the kids. So I'm really trying hard to not touch that money. That's the key. You understand? I don't want to touch it. I could do it technically. So what I'm trying to do instead, Pat, is I'm trying to do it with like new money. You know what I mean? So that this money will remain in trust for the children. I have other money in trust for the kids. The house is eventually going to be leaving my mother's name, and that's also going to be going into trust for the kids. The kids are going to be set up, okay? So what I'm trying to do is use YouTube. as a tool to get to this next level. That's what I'm trying to do. So in other words, I'm just living my life. I mean, I'm being totally transparent with everybody, yet everybody keeps breaking my balls. Like, I'm living my life. My life isn't changing. I got the one car. Yeah, I got the Arcadia that gets me from point A to point B. I don't know why people make fun of my car. I had a guy recently. I'll make you laugh. I was at a pizzeria. We had Vinny's Pizzeria. A guy walks out of the pizzeria, loves my truck. He goes, man, he goes, that's a beautiful effing truck you have. I want to get something like this. I get compliments on my Arcadia, you know. But the truth is, I'm not really a big car guy. Like, I'm not really like. I feel like, look, people get very upset. A car is a terrible investment. It's a trophy asset. A car is a trophy. A car is something you get for leisure. Like, look, people who get cars, they're bad investments. That's it. You know, it's like a boat. A boat is a bad investment. These are things you do for leisure. You know, they're not. I'm not thinking anymore in terms of, look. I'm past all of that. When I was younger, when I was younger, I didn't have kids. I had a Mercedes. I had an E500. I had AMG package. Total. It was an $85,000 car. Okay, and all that car did was bring me headaches. You want me to tell you I owned a friggin' Mercedes. Okay, all that car did was bring me headaches. I was paying $1,300 a month finance for the car. The insurance was insane. Washing the car, putting gas in the car. I was spending close to about like 2,500 a month. $2,500 a month for that car. And I started realizing like what the F is wrong with me. The car was going as soon as I drove the car off the lot, it was worth $10,000 less. I paid 85,000. I drove it off the lot. It's worth 75,000. It's immediately worth $10,000 less. And then a year goes by, you're putting more mileage and more wear and tear. The car's worth now 60,000. And by the time you get like, I'll give you an example. I see the car I used to own. You could get it for 20,000 now. I see it. I look on the internet for cars, like used cars. You could get the Mercedes that I have now for about 20K, depending on the mileage in a year. It's a complete waste of money. You want to waste money? You want to throw money down the drain? Buy a freaking car. Buy. Listen, that's why I don't care too much about cars. Um, I just like I said, my focus is real estate. My focus. I'm changing now. I'm really changing my way of thinking. The first thing I have to do is build up the eight father brand. I got to start building up the eight father brand. So you might be like, what is the eight father brand? The eight father brand is going to be huge portions of food. It's going to all happen very soon. Huge portions of food. Burgers that are going to be 10 patties, 15 patties, chicken sandwiches, 10 patties. And you could all, if you never saw it, you should all look it up. Look up, do a search on YouTube. Ape Father eating a 15 patty Whopper. Ape Father eating a 20 patty Big Mac. Ape Father at Chick-fil-A. I did a 15 patty Chick-fil-A. I call it the grilled chicken Ape Father special. You can look all of this up on YouTube. Florida's nice. I had a house. It was my father's house. We had a house out of Florida for a while. So I've been to Florida, many times. People don't realize it, but I've been to Florida many times. I took my kids to Disney already two times. I don't know if Vladimir just doesn't realize this. My children are sleeping right now, yes. It's kind of early still. It is early. Ruben, I don't know if you know this. My live streams are generating a tremendous amount of views. My live streams average about 400 to 500 views. I don't know if you know this, Ruben Morgan. Look, just look it up yourself, Vladimir. My live streams are getting anywhere. I did a live stream recently. It got over 2,500 views. Yeah, but it's the weekend, the regulator. The kids are in school all week. This is their opportunity. My son and my daughter are very responsible. They wake up 6 o'clock every morning, the regulator. They wake up, they do extra school activities, they've been getting extra tutoring. They've been coming home later, so like so they want to sleep. They're up. They're up. I think my daughter's up right now, but we let them sleep a little bit on the weekend. What's the big deal? The regular This guy's always complaining about something. So the regulator, many people do not believe you're worth 100 million. I was reading. I put a post on my community, a community post out, and some people feel you're worth 50,000. Other people said you're worth $50. So there are people who do not believe in you, the regulator. I think it might be possible. Who believes the regulator is worth about $100 million here? Who believes that? Just curious. The Apefather is worth 2 billion, despite what anybody believes. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter to me if you believe me or not, because I know what I'm worth. So you don't. I'm definitely not broke, Vladimir. Vladimir, do you even know what the definition of broke means? I mean, I don't think you understand. Like when you say the word broke, how do you feel I'm worth zero? I have a $600,000 house. I mean, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in gold. I'm broke. My wife just got $1 million. Broke. You guys are psychotic, man. I mean, you know what broke means? You're broke. You're broke. The thing is, I'm not satisfied. You see, people get very angry that I want to make more money. Okay? Like, I'll give you an example. I've gotten a few piano students. I do it for fun. I don't really care. I don't give a shit if nobody wants to do it. Look, from time to time, I'll give you an example. I get a piano student. I make $50. You know what? You get five of them. That's $250 more I put on my bank account. That's all it is. It's extra money. It's not money. See, it's not money I need, but I always inspire. I always inspire to make more money. You following me? I'm always inspiring. That's what YouTube is to me. YouTube is a vehicle for me to make more. I do get paid with YouTube. I am monetized. My channel is monetized. I am a YouTube partner. And the way I look at it, it's a limitless opportunity, because the more and more subscribers you get, the more and more views you get, eventually this could turn into real money. Look, granted, right now it's not. Okay, I'm not going to bullshit anybody, but why not shoot for a goal? Why is that so bad for everybody? Like, why? I don't understand. Can someone explain that to me? Why is it so bad to have a goal in life? Like, like in other words, okay. Why is it so bad to say I want to get 1 billion views? Why is that like a terrible thing? Why is that so bad? Like everyone makes it seem like it's a horrible thing to have a goal. But Vladimir, do you feel having a goal? I don't scam Vladimir. I never scammed anybody. Why do you keep calling me a scammer for? What exactly did I do that is a scam? I mean, you keep calling me a scammer. I have a perfect record. I am a law-abiding citizen. Where's the scam, Vladimir? I scammed people out of AMC. How did I do that? Vladimir, look, I never told. Here's the situation, Vladimir. There's a difference between being a financial planner and an entertainer. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. Okay, I put my own money. This is what I did, Vladimir. Look, into AMC. I've lost a lot of money. I don't think you understand this. I put up hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. We all believed that it wasn't just me. You had Trades, you had Matt Cause, you had Lou, you had what was that other guy? Review Dork, Masked Investor, just to name a few. You had a lot of people that believed in AMC. I was one of many. It was not just me. There was a lot of people involved, and I was a cheerleader for AMC. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Okay. That's it. It's over now. It's like that song by Roxy. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's over. It's it. It didn't work out. You know, I was a cheerleader. Okay. But what you don't understand is that I put up my own money in that thing. It's not like I wasn't just, the old expression, I wasn't just talking the talk. I was walking the walk. See, to me, a scammer is someone who doesn't put up their own money. See, I put up my own money. I put up hundreds of thousands of dollars in AMC. I wanted it to work. I wanted all of you to get life changing wealth. I wanted all of you to get generous. I don't see the scam. Where's the scam? I wanted it to be a success. It didn't work out. I feel personally it wasn't fair, Vladimir. I know you're not going to agree with me. Adam Aaron never did a share recall. He never hired West Christian. He never hired, Share Intel. You know, I believe that there's a lot of naked shorting that goes on. Okay. That's what I believe. I'll say it's alleged, but I believe hedge funds, use synthetic shares. They use unlimited amounts of synthetic shares, promissory notes, phantom shares, and they pretty much can control the outcome of a stock. That's just, look, I'll say it's alleged because I can't prove it, but that's what I feel goes on. That's why I don't like the stock market. I didn't realize how corrupt it was. I didn't realize it. I'm reading some of this. If you rob a bank and say it's entertainment purposes only, that's a different scenario. Okay. That's robbing a bank is a different, that's a whole, you can't compare being a cheerleader. Okay. When you listen, there's many people in this world who are cheerleaders. It could be for sports too. You could be a cheerleader for the Yankees. You could be a cheerleader for music, for Billy Joel's. I love Billy Joel's music. Okay, there's nothing illegal about being a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader for AMC. You understand? I wanted it to do well. Okay, and I wasn't the only person. There was a lot of people. Okay, we all felt it could go to very high numbers. Okay, I put up my own money, but I specified to people that I am not a financial expert. I tell people this. I say, listen, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give advice. What I'm saying to you is based on my personal belief in AMC. Don't listen to me. I say this all the time, Vladimir. I say this to everybody. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. That's it. Okay. It's the same thing with DWAC. Okay. I tell people all the time, do your own homework, do your own due diligence. Don't believe in me. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy who believes in Trump. I believe that the merger is going to go through with DWAC. And that's just my personal opinion. If you disagree with that, you have every right to disagree with that. So I don't know what your problem is, man. It's like you people hate me for no reason. you know? Yeah, exactly. You're all adults. But regulator, I have the right to feel this way. I have the right to feel that DWAC could go to 1,000. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I have the right to feel that way. And I have the right to hold if I want to. Now, no one stops you. Like, in other words, you could think I'm the dumbest mother effer in the world, and that's your right. It is your right to think I'm the stupidest person in the world and not listen to me. I'm not asking you to listen to me. I'm just an entertainer. But, why is it wrong that I have an opinion? Like, in other words, see, you know what the problem is in this world? Everybody wants you to feel the way they feel. That's the problem. And if you don't agree with someone else's way of thinking, automatically you're a psychopath. You're a nut job. See, the regulator wants me to agree with everything he says. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, I have my opinions. You have your opinions. That's it. Why do I need mental help for? Because I have an opinion. why do I need mental help for? Okay, I have an opinion. I feel Donald Trump will win the presidency. I feel he's going to be the 47th president of the United States of America. I feel the merger will go through with DWAC. Okay, that's just my opinion. Now, it's not fact. I'm not saying to you that this will 100% happen because everything is risk. Everything in life is risk. I remember one time I was reading this comment about the regulator, and he was saying to me, "You realize that DWAC has a lot of risk, right?" I feel like telling the regulator everything is risk. When the regulator is in bed at night with his wife, It's a risk that he may not get excited. That's a, he can take all the medication he wants, but it's still a risk. Okay, maybe the medication he takes gives him a friggin' permanent, you know what, for about 4 or 5 hours, and the regulator's got to go to the emergency room. Everything we do in this world is a risk. There's nothing guaranteed. Everything is only thing guaranteed: death and taxes. Death and taxes. Other than death and taxes, everything is a risk. I love it when people, but I'm just, but regular. Would you agree that taking that medication has risks? Would you agree? Like I had a friend. I'll tell you a story. I had a friend who took a Viagra pill, winded up getting a friggin' hard on for about 4 to 5 hours, and it wouldn't go down. Had to go to the emergency room, and they had to drain it. They had to friggin' drain it. So I'm just. The point I'm trying to say is that everything is a risk in life. You could friggin' cross the street and a friggin' coyote could come out of the woods and tear you apart. You understand? You could friggin' there could be. I'll tell you a funny story. Okay, I was in Staten Island. There was a friggin' thing. It looked like what was it? It was like a what was that thing called? A weasel, a weasel, right? And what happened was it had red eyes. I think it had friggin' rabies. This weasel started friggin' chasing me. A friggin' weasel. Okay, I was running friggin' like a psycho. My pants were falling down because I was running so fast. Friggin' weasel. I'm just saying that anything can happen in this world. We could do anything. We could do it. Anything could happen. I don't know. People are telling me I looked ripped. I don't know about that, but I appreciate that. Always ignore cancer and death questions. I mean, why do you want to talk about things like that for? It's very depressing, man. Guys like talking. I want to talk about positive things. I want to talk about like goals in life, positive things. I mean, you guys want to talk about like death and cancer. I don't want to talk about that stuff. Who wants to talk about that? Do you like who cares? Let me ask you a question. Do you wish my wife bad? Like I'm just trying to understand like what's the deal with you? Okay, my wife has stage 4 cancer, breast cancer. She's fighting it and she's doing everything in her power to stay alive. Do you have a problem that she wants to stay alive? Like would you prefer it if she died? Like I mean, it's like I mean, I don't understand. Like what exactly do you want? She's fighting for her life, and she's doing many treatments to stay alive. It's like, and that constitutes as a scam to you. It constitutes as a scam because she's fighting for her life. So I guess you would prefer it if she dies. That's the to you. Then that would be like good. No, I would prefer my wife to live if that's okay with you. And I would prefer to what to continue to get whatever surgery and whatever treatment that she has to get to stay alive. Psychos, man. No, what I said to you was this. Many times the doctors have said that she had something that was fatal. Like, all right, so I'll give you want a few examples? Okay. Before she got the surgery, she had a 9 centimeter. She had 3 tumors in her head. One tumor was 9 centimeters. It was so bad, she was having trouble remembering the year, the current year. She had trouble remembering her children's birthday. She was a mess, and it was considered to be very life threatening. It was, but the thing is, the surgery was a success. It was a success. Now, if she didn't get the brain surgery, it could have she could have died. Okay. So I think a lot of times maybe what you're not understanding is that her situation is very serious and it could be life threatening, but she's doing things. So I'll give you an example. She once had cancer on her liver. Okay. And the doctor said that it was something, if not treated, w- could result in her dying. And there was no guarantee that the treatments would work, but they were able, with a round of chemo, they were able to get the cancer off her liver. Like I don't know, like what do you want me to tell you, man? You know, she's been fighting for her life. You sick nut job lunatic. Like it seems like you want her to die or something. It's like, in other words, Yes, she's come close to death. She's come close to death many times. The girl had 3 tumors in her head. Okay, she had to remove one. It was 9 centimeters. Thank God it turned out to be mostly liquid, and that was a major plus, major plus. Because if it was solid, it would have been a nightmare. My family is doing better under Biden. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Thank you, CC. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate that, CC. But as you all know, the Eighth Father doesn't want to do too many long live streams. I'm going to be calling it quits right now. But would you not agree I'm doing a lot of live streams? Who would agree? I'm starting to pick. Are you starting to see I'm picking up the pace? So I'm going to be back. I really prefer to keep the live streams positive, but unfortunately, with a lot of these haters, they want to talk about negative stuff. I'm talking about dreams. I'm talking about things that we aspire to accomplish in our life. And not just for me, by the way, but for all of us. We should all have big dreams. We should all have big dreams. Life is very short, you know what I mean? And we should all inspire to reach greatness. And that's what my channel really is about. I'd like to be eventually an inspiration. I want to show all of you I could do this. I want all of you to see that some regular guy, originally from Brooklyn, now I'm in the Jersey Shore, could accomplish greatness because of hard work, work ethic, and a determination to win, a determination to succeed. With that said, V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream has not been financial advice. I am not a financial planner. It is ready. Listen to this. Entertainment purposes only. I'll be back soon. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams today. A whole lot. I got to get to 1 million live streams. I believe this is 54. Whole lot of work to do.